Hello students of class 12 Commerce, welcome again to your business studies class. So students, in today's class, we will still continue from Unit 5, okay? Unit 5 is about organizing. So in the previous classes, I have started this Unit 5, alright? So today our topic is structure of organization, okay? We are going to start the topic, structure of organization. So let's see what does this structure of organization is all about. It is a framework within which the managerial operational tasks are being performed, okay? Let me repeat again. Structure of organization is a framework within which the managerial operational tasks are performed, okay? So here I'm going to highlight the word framework, okay? Here framework means it is a system, okay, system or a structure, all right? So we know that under an organization, okay, when things are being well settled, when things are being, arranged in a systematic manner, then for the organization, it becomes very convenient to achieve their target, right? They have a smooth functioning under the organization, okay? So here, even under this organization, in fact, in all the levels of organization, there should be a framework in it, okay? Framework means things should be set in a systematic manner so that there is no confusion in their organization, okay? From both the side, okay, workers and the management side, they will have a free flow of works, okay? So when things are being organized in a convenient manner, operational tasks is being performed. In a sense, they are able to achieve whatever they have targeted. Whatever they have planned, they are able to achieve the required tasks. Okay? It is also a well-defined plan to achieve a required goal. Okay? It means the same thing only. Alright? So under this structure of organization, okay, every organization must have a systematic system, okay, in order to achieve the organizational target. All right, let me give you an example to help you out to understand this structure properly. Like I mentioned, structure of organization is needed in all the levels of organization, right? Whether it is top, middle or lower, even okay, under an institution, okay, structure of organization it's a must, okay, it should be there. So managing director, okay, we know who are the managing director, right? They are the top management under the organization. So under an institution, the managing director, he has the right, okay, he has the right to manage the whole institution, okay, every important decision making, okay, responsibilities, okay, all those managing director, he takes control of it, all right? But however, okay, however skilled, talented or trained the managing director is, he will definitely need someone under him to work for him, right? In the sense, he'll have to delegate some of his authority to someone, because he cannot do all the works by himself, right? So in order to help him out, he will delegate his work to the principal, okay, principal of a school or a colleges. So similarly, okay, when the works is being allotted to the principal, the same responsibility, the principal, he also cannot function alone. He will also need somebody to take over some of the responsibilities, right? So likewise, principal will also delegate some of his work to vice principal, and so on, all right? So even under the institution, okay, there should be a certain structure, okay, they'll have to function in a certain structure so that things run smoothly under their institution. So we are talking about the structure of an organization. Under organization, they also need a certain system, a certain structure in order to have a free flow. Did you get it? All right. So class, moving on, next we have is types of organizational structure or structure of organizations. It's the same thing, okay? So there are two types, okay? Number one is functional structure, all right? Functional structure, and the other one is divisional structure. So class, if you remember, I have already touched on this topic in our previous classes, okay, under the topic departmentalization, all right, if you can recollect it. So yeah, anyway, let's remind ourselves all over again what is functional structure, all right? I've written it here. It is dividing the work into department to function, okay? Let me repeat again. Functional structure, it is dividing the work into department to function, all right? So here, works have been divided into different departments so that each department will have a free flow in their organization, okay? So here we have production department, all right? We also have marketing department and finance department, right? So under this production department, what they will do is, their job is very simple. They'll produce the goods, right? They'll produce varieties of goods under their department only. Same thing with the marketing team. They will do the advertisement, the sales by their department only, okay? Likewise, finance department, they deal with cash capital, okay, all those expenditure, income, and all those things. So here, production department cannot go and interfere in finance department, right? Because they have been separately divided into their into a department so that nobody interferes in their works, and they are able to just focus on the particular department that they have assigned to. All right, that is the reason works have been divided into department. That is called functional structure, okay? Dividing the works into department in order to function in a smooth way under the organization. That is what functional structure is all about, okay? Similarly, okay, another example to support this, this explanation better, managing director, okay? I'm just using the same example all over again so that you are able to understand better. Managing director, we know who are they, right? Managing director are the head, are the top management. So he has the power to distribute the works into department, okay? Even here, okay, managing director, he has divided the works into different departments like HR, Human Resources Department, okay, Marketing Department, Research and Development Department, and Purchasing Department, right? So they have their own department, okay? So nobody interferes in their department. They function, okay? They finance, they market, they research and develop, they do their work by themselves, okay? So that is what functional structure is all about, all right? Here, next type is the divisional structure, okay? The second type is the divisional structure. So class, I'm going to deal with this portion after some time, okay, in a while. Let me just, cover the whole portion of functional structure first, okay? So students, let's move on to the next topic. Let's have a look at what are the merits and demerits of organizational structure, okay? So students, if you are watching this, please turn your page to 150, okay? And like I always mentioned, kindly follow this lecture along with your textbook, okay? So yeah, number one, the first merit is occupational specialization, okay? Occupational specialization. So here, it means that, when we know that how functional structure they functions, right? So when a particular person, okay, he's been, working under one department for quite a long time, okay, it is so obvious that they will, that employee will definitely specialize in his work. Yes or no? Definitely yes, right? If a person keeps on working, working in one particular department for maybe 10 to 15 or 20 years or so on, okay, that employee will definitely specialize in his work, and as a result, it will definitely bring a massive impact in the organization because the employee knows the work that he is doing, right? So that is definitely on the advantageous side of the organization, okay? Number 2 is promotes control and coordination. We have the same reason, okay, even for the promotes control and coordination. Since the worker, he knows what his job is because he's been, working in that department for a long time. So to control the situation, okay, to control the situation in the organization, it is not hard at all, okay? To control the system, okay, whenever situation arises that he need to go and assist in that situation, the employee is able to control it in a efficient manner. Similarly, coordination with the other employees, okay, if a new employee has been appointed, then that employee will able to coordinate, okay, and assist to him in a efficient manner, all right? So that also becomes, an advantage for the functional structure, all right, for that organization. Number 3, increasing managerial and operational efficiency. Okay, so here it says that functional organization, okay, also brings a lot of increase, okay, it brings a lot of increase in the organization since the workers are already equipped in what they are doing, okay. So in that way, it brings efficiency in their management. At the same time, they also generate a lot of revenue, okay. That is what increasing managerial and operational efficiency is all about. Remember that they generate profit. At the same time, the way they put their effort, okay, the way they work under this organization, it is always effective and efficient. Number 4 is economies of scale. Okay, so students, whenever there is economies of scale under any kind of organization, it is definitely, okay, going to be a beneficial for them. Okay, economies of scale is simply, when buying of large quantities, okay, buying of large quantities in a minimum amount, okay, in a minimum amount of rate, that is economies of scale, all right? So here, when the employees, okay, they purchase things in a huge bulk, but in return, when they invest, a small amount of money, that will definitely be an advantage to the organization, okay. That is economies of scale. So in that way, they also avoid duplication of work, okay. Number 5, makes training of employees easier, okay. Here they make the training of the employees easier because they are trained, okay. The employees under this organization, they are trained, okay, by some experienced trainer, okay, only for their department, okay. The ones who is giving training, they do not go and train to other department, okay. If they are training for one department, they will stick to that department only, okay. So it becomes easy for the employees to be trained, okay. Number 6, due attention to different function. Due attention to different function. So here we know that in every department, okay, they have some certain objectives to achieve, right? So what this department do is, they only focus on achieving their departmental goals, okay, and they avoid the organizational goals. As a whole, okay, they also have some objectives to achieve as a whole, okay. But what they do under this organization is they focus only on their department goals, okay. So in a way, it is good, right? Because they will definitely be able to achieve. Moving on, let's have a look at the demerits. Okay, demerits, in other words, it is also known as limitations or disadvantages. Number one, less emphasis on overall objectives. Okay, so here we have the same reason for this as well. Less emphasis on overall objective. Why? Because this organization, they are only focused on achieving their organizational goals instead of focusing on overall goals. Okay, so it becomes a disadvantageous for them. Number two, ineffective coordination. Okay, ineffective coordination because they are not able to focus, okay, because this organization are not able to focus on other department. Since they are already occupied in their own department, it becomes difficult for them to go and interfere or go and just coordinate with other department. It becomes difficult for them. Okay, so it becomes a disadvantageous for this organization as well. Number three, conflicts of interest. Okay, so here different department, they have different interest rate. In a sense, they the way they bring up ideas and plans. Okay, each department, they have different plans and ideas. So it becomes conflicts arises among the departments because their ideas get clashes. Okay, when they bring different kind of ideas. And lastly, we have inflexibility. Okay, inflexibility means here, since the employees, okay, the employees, they are quite familiar with each other, okay, because they've been working under a department for quite a long time, right? So, situation arises that, they take each other for granted. Whenever the employees, they try to share new ideas and bring up new plans, okay, they try to avoid those plans, okay, and also there are times when they try to just neglect whatever suggestion they bring in their organization. Okay, so that is definitely going to be a disadvantageous under this organization. All right. So that is it for today, class. We will continue the rest of the topic in our next class. Thank you.